So here is another piece of information dealing with the Bible. Okay, and I have stated on several occasions that I am not a Bible thumper, right? Um, but I know that the Bible is actually a book of sciences. Okay, it's the book of sciences. Okay, so that's you know why I speak on it. And what I'm trying to do is to destroy, you know, this culture, this idea of an invisible man in the sky somewhere that's all knowing and all powerful. That whole, you know, you know, story about people walking on water, people bringing people back from the dead, and talking animals, and all this nonsense that if you take this stuff literally. So I'm just trying to share that the way this book was written, right? It was not about literal things, right? It's a beautiful book, right? When you understand it like that. I mean, to to study or to share information about uh, uh, um, biochemistry, physics, the psyche of the mind. To do that in a way, in this colorful way, to use animal figures and trees, plants, and all type of things to teach on them and to share that. That's a beautiful thing. You know, I mean, to come up with these different ideas, to um, represent, you know, uh, um, different aspects of people, to teach people about themselves. Perfect example. Here we have Moses again. There was never no person named Moses. There's never the story of Moses. This character never existed. Okay, this is a personified allegory of the behaviors and the things that are going on inside your body. You know. So yeah, so Moses with the brass serpent, right, in the book of Numbers, chapter 22, verse 9, right? So yeah, so when you read that, right, you read that story, okay, I mean, if you are thinking rationally, right, I mean, you know, I mean, it's hard for me. Come on, snakes talking, really? But anyway, um, this is bio, a biochemical health information. This is a neurological information, neurology, about your nervous system, and you know how the different minerals are used to keep your, to keep your central nervous system active and moving and going. See, these are minerals that do these things, you know. So when you hear about when it speaks about the serpent, the brass serpent, here it is right here. This is the brass serpent, right? See, this is your brain, right? See how these nerves, right? See over here, your spinal cord, okay? But you got nerves and veins that carry fluids, and inside these fluids are various metals, and these metals are what keeps your central nervous system functioning. See, And that's what this story is all about. So when you read Numbers 21, 9, this is what it's talking about. It is talking about you, right? Your central nervous system. And how when you are properly nourished, okay, with these various minerals, right? Copper, brass, well, these different minerals, you know, um, any natural combination of minerals. See? So that's what it's really talking about. So, but here's the thing: when if you know this like this, right? Then it's like, wow. Then that means that people knew about this stuff, because this these books were not written in the 21st or the 20th century. You know what I'm saying? So that means that people knew about how the chemicals in the brain and stuff like that. And mind you, again, they put this Bible together, right? The information that they got to form this Bible came from the East, the fathers, India and China and stuff like that. The eastern part of I'm not gonna say in Asia. I was gonna say Europe, Asia. The eastern way out there. See, so they knew about these things. So and even if you are not able to realize this right now, at least it's out here. At least it's being shared with you, because that's how things work, right? There are information written in books. There are newspaper articles, old videos, speeches, lectures and things. There, books just gathering dust in libraries. So and that's how we learn most of the times. Think information has always been here, but we just find in certain things. That's how we learn. So the stuff we learn, the information has always been here. We just so it's good to leave the information. You leave those inheritance, right? So that when other people are ready, right, they can pick it up and say, oh, okay, this is what's going on. So like I said, so even if you don't get this right now, at least it's there for you. All right, so let me go. And again, as always, this is our true history. It truly is. Our culture and language.